I had worked as a civil rights attorney for a number of years before I became involved in the Methodist Church. The reason I got involved in the Methodist Church in Kingston, New York, was because they were the people doing outreach in our community. We were talking about doing a homeless shelter, feeding the hungry, and stepping out and being involved in the youth of our community. That's why I became a Methodist, and that's pretty much why I became a deacon. I became a deacon because it's the opportunity to be the bridge between the church and the community. One, to show the church how important it is to follow the gospel and to be out there and serving those in our community. At the other side, it is a witness. And I think I might have mentioned before that we met with the bishop and he mentioned how important it is in the future of our church to witness who we really are. And the fact that we actually care about the underprivileged and serving those who are being unjustly treated. That's who we are as a Methodist church. I have to retire because of my age, but I want to let you know that I really want to continue to do the work that I'm doing. Some of the work I've done is as a Human Rights Commission chairperson, where I had a new law put in place in Ulster County to protect the rights of LGBTQ people in our community. I've also had the support when I'm trying to redo or at least reduce the amount of systemic racism in our criminal justice system by becoming the district attorney of Ulster County and implementing a restorative justice program. And right now, I'm working on what I think is extremely important, immigrant defense work, which is consuming me. And we've talked today, I'm actually here at annual conference, but we've talked about the joy of the Lord when we do good works. And that's what I feel when I work in the area of defending immigrants who are wonderful, really noble persons in our community that have worked hard, have done everything they can, have come through brutality to get here, and now are being treated in a very negative way. And so I have to say that when I do that work, I believe I feel the joy of God. And so I'm going to continue that. So although I'm retiring, I plan to do all the work that I'm doing, and I plan to continue the work. I want to say that the bishop came to see we deacons a few weeks ago, and he raised the issue that we could be doing more, that we have a place for the leadership in our church going forward. And what I will say is he said, step up. And I believe, knowing my fellow deacons, which has been the honor of my life to serve alongside them, is that they will step up. And witnessing is something that we do. We do in ways that the church doesn't do. We're out in the community. We're bringing the community into the church at the same time we're bringing the congregation out to the church. And it's important for the future of the church that people in the community understand that we actually value what the gospel says, that we actually help the least of these, that we actually support the widows and the orphans and all the people who need fairness and justice in our society. So I'm very pleased to say that that's what I'm going to continue to do.